This is the war in Trinidad. This 38-year-old man named Brent Baptiste from Laventille was killed when he was stabbed in prison during a gang war from rival inmates. He was serving a 5-year sentence for firearm possession and was set to be released after his term was up, but he didn't know he would lose his life from the hands of another inmate. Here is what you can learn from this situation.
First thing first, what you can learn from this situation, if you have a little bit of time and a release date compared to other individuals in the jail, you have to move accordingly. You cannot get caught up in gang war, gang beef, etc. You're there to do your time and to get back to your loved ones in society, because it have individuals that have nothing to lose when you go into these type of places. And if you're not aware, you could lose your life. You could get yourself wrapped up in a lot of other people mess that have nothing to do with you. The main objective is getting back home to your family. You shouldn't be entertaining or partaking in unnecessary behaviors that could give you more time or could take your life for the rest of your life, if you understand what I mean. This individual only had a 5-year sentence, right? And I think he had a year in, meaning maybe 3 more with good behavior, he would be home. But at 38 years old, he didn't have situational awareness. And he was treating jail like that's the end-all, be-all. And when you think like that, that's when situations happen to you. You have to be more mindful. You have to know how to move when you're in a room full of sharks and vultures. Because prison is no bed of roses. It's definitely hell, and you have to move accordingly, you know? Now, this situation have made headline news because it makes the prison that this event took place look like shit. Like, how the hell do, inmates have cell phones to record this? How come it's weapons inside your prisons? And how come you don't have a clutch or you don't have control over inmates that's running wild and behaving like wild animals? So it definitely makes the prison look bad, and it also, expose a lot of, nasty, dirty things that goes on that's behind the wall. When you're thinking about people that's convicted for certain crimes and stuff, you want to know that they are, heavily guarded, and, the people that's getting paid by the government have a certain type of clutch on these individuals. But it seems like it's not that way, and it seems like in this prison, sometimes the guards could be dirty too. It's all food for thought. It's unfortunate that this youth had to lose his life. 38, yeah, he had a lot more life to go. But things like this happen to just bring awareness and set examples of how not to move when you is locked up. Because he was the only individual that died, and we have seen a lot of different clips that came out about this situation. And this is why I always tell my viewers and the youths that's listening, situational awareness is going to get you far in life. Common sense is going to get you far in life. Learning to stay out the way will definitely preserve your life. A lot of times, individuals get caught up in the moment, and you cannot get caught up in the moment, because sometimes if you playing devilish games, you could be casualty to your own demise by the decisions you make. So learn to be more patient, humble, Because at the end of the day, we are not perfect. And just because you land yourself in prison doesn't mean